Hi friends, Tasha here and welcome back to another Yoga for Beginners video. This one is designed to help you find inner strength and balance for both your body and your mind, for those days where you feel extra adventurous or you feel like you need some extra ability to adapt to life's winds that are shaking your tree. Hint, hint. This is a more upbeat kind of flow. It's a more energizing kind of flow. It's still nice and simple, and we're not going to do anything too crazy. Actually, we're going to be standing the whole time. So if you maybe don't have a mat available right now, or maybe you have some issues with your wrists, or maybe there's another reason why you just don't want to be on the floor on your hands, on your knees, this is going to be the video for you. You don't need anything. Just bring you whatever you bring to the mat today is like always welcome. I will meet you there and I will be there with you the whole time. Alright friends, we're going to start standing in mountain pose in Tadasana. So for this one, it's super simple. I just want you to bring your feet together so that your big toes are touching. Leave a little bit of space in between your heels, and all I want you to think about is stand proud. Maybe you want to tap into your alter ego. Maybe you want to imagine a celebrity or a person that you feel is very proud, is very confident. Maybe you think of a Disney movie like Lion King and you want to stand like Mufasa would stand. Okay, you do you, whatever feels good for you so that you feel proud and confident, okay? And also kind of natural. So right away I want to invite you to lower your gaze down to the ground, past your nose. And please be mindful that you don't slowly bring your head down here. Your chin is parallel to the ground. It is proud, right? So just lower your gaze down past your nose. And you can stand like this, bring your hands left and right to your body. Your fingers are spread so they're active, right? Yes, right? And if you want to, you can also close your eyes here to test your balance just a little bit. And if you feel like you're a little bit wobbly, like you're shifting from left to right here, like a tree in the wind that is going with the flow, so that's not maybe a bad thing, then yeah, this is not a bad thing. This is just your body finding balance, tensing up, not really tensing up, but using, that's the word I'm trying to find, using muscles that maybe it hasn't used in a while. And when we talk about muscles and when we talk about strength in the body, we tend to think about all these big visible muscles, like our big thigh muscles, right? But there's so many layers of muscles in our body, and a lot of them are super small, and we need them to be balanced. And if we haven't recruited them in quite some time, then this can be challenging. I hope that during this whole monologue of mine, you have found a mountain pose that makes you feel strong and confident and proud. Today's video is all about finding inner stability and balance. And of course, I want to offer you a mantra for this one, which is, of course, called I am balanced. So whenever you feel like you're losing your balance in this flow, then you can just repeat this one out loud or maybe in your mind. So wherever your gaze is, if it's lowered down to the ground or maybe your eyes are closed, keep it that way. Challenge yourself. Don't look down at your feet. And you're just gonna heel toe your feet out wide so that they're a little bit further apart than hip distance. So that they're a little bit further than hip distance apart. That's the sentence that I'm trying to say. Okay, your toes are slightly spilling outwards, and I want you to get really light in your knees. Maybe you can micro bend them a little bit like me and start swaying from left to right here. And this might look like we're on Broadway right now. That's fine. I want you to find some joy basically in this flow. So you can either be Broadway and go all in here and maybe do a little bit of handshake like jazz hands, Or if this feels just not like your vibe today, you can start to swing your hands around like this and swing from left to right in knocking on heaven's door. If you do this and if you're practicing in front of a wall, maybe step forward just a little bit so that you don't hurt yourself at the wall. Whatever you choose to do, or maybe you want to do a combination of the two that I can't think of right now. I want you to let go a little, let loose. Forget what you think yoga should look like. Have a little fun. This is your time to reconnect with yourself, and that looks different for everyone, okay? There's no such thing as right or wrong in yoga. There's also no perfect, there's just progress, right? Right. It's really nice to have this time to just tell you guys everything that is going on in my head. You listen, or I imagine you to listen, or maybe you just also just zone out and have this as a nice background noise, ADHD like, I don't know. Okay, whatever you're doing, slowly slow down again. And while you slow down, I want you to turn on your mat 90 degrees until you're facing the front of your mat, and then I want you to casually step forward. Maybe you're like in I watched Step Up a few weeks back. Maybe you're like in Step Up and you walk forward. Try, even though I just did it, try not to look down at the ground while you plant your feet hip distance apart this time. So not flush together, hip distance apart. Then bring your hands on your hips, and right away we're going to shift our weight onto our left foot. Get the right heel off the ground, and then trust in yourself, okay? And if you fall, that's fine. You're in your home practice. It's completely fine. It's not the end of the world. Slide your right foot back until you're in a high lunge, and then turn your right heel, so your back heel, in a little bit and lower it down to the ground. So you are in preparation or in foundation of Warrior One, okay? So your back foot, your right toes are facing the front right corner of your mat. Your hands are on your hips, and you turn your hips to face forward. They're not going to be parallel. It's completely fine, but your chest is open and proud. Very nice. Breathe here. And we're going to make this a little bit more challenging or balancing, I guess. So if you want to, on your next inhale, you can bring your arms up above your head. Very nice. And then grab your right wrist with your left hand. And with your next inhale, pull your right hand up and over to the left side. Nice. So we're going to move the weight of your body a little bit to the side. And this might be challenging for your balance. That's good. With your next inhale, come back into the middle, switch the hands. And then again, with your next inhale, bend over to the right side. Again, we're moving the weight of the body while we're being in this warrior pose. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale, come back up, and then let your hands glide down, okay? You can again think about being on Broadway in a jazz piece. Is that how you say it? I'm not really sure. But, be a little bit creative, maybe a little bit dramatic. I don't know. Just try something new today. And then you can walk your right foot back a little bit more. Turn your foot so that it's now parallel to the back end of your mat, and we're here in Warrior Two. So now your hips are facing me, or maybe the wall behind me, depending on where you're standing, and you're going to get your jazz hands down and spread them out. Whew. Left to right, or rather front to back. Look over your front middle finger, and maybe you're going to start feeling your butt. Maybe you're going to start feeling your thighs. Maybe you feel some shake. Maybe you feel some heat. Nice. Listen up. With your next inhale, I want you to do a few things at the same time. So, lower your right hand down onto your right thigh. Straighten your left leg, your front leg. And then flip your front hand, so palm is up. and then bring it up and back. Very nice, into your peaceful warrior. With your next exhale, flip the palm again, come forward, bend the front knee, warrior two. Again, inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the left hand up and back, and exhale, back into warrior two. Very nice. One last time. Inhale, flip the hand, straighten the leg, bring it up and back, 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 back. Very nice, and exhale into warrior two. Amazing. Drop your right hand, your back hand down and bring it forward while you pivot on your back foot so that you're in a high lunge. Hands are facing forward. Listen up. This is gonna challenge your balance big time, but it's also fun, okay? So lean forward, shift your weight onto your left front leg and then scooch your right leg forward, drag it forward, and then bring your knee up, bring your hands up into one-legged Tadasana. Inhale here and exhale. Nice, foot back down. Bring your hands back down on your hips. Amazing. Other side. Resituate yourself just in case you've traveled a little bit to left or right. No biggie was what I was trying to say. All right, roll your shoulders up and back and down. So chest is proud, very nice. Shift your weight onto your right leg so you can lift your left heel. And again, we're just gonna slide the left foot back on the mat until we're in a high lunge. And then again, turn the left heel, the back heel in or to the right a little bit and then lower it down. So you are in warrior one positioning. Once more, very nice. Try to move your hips forward as much as possible without hurting yourself, okay? Your chest is open and proud, facing the front. And if this is enough, you can leave your hands here, or you can bring them up on your next inhale, and then grab your left wrist with your right hand, and with yet another inhale, bend over to the right side. Nice, play with your body weight here. Inhale, come back to the middle, switch the hands so the left hand grabs onto the right wrist, and then again, inhale, pull it up and over to the side. Very nice, good. Inhale, come back, and then one last chance for having dramatic jazz hands, okay? So bring them behind your head, maybe wiggle your fingers, bring your left foot a little bit further back and then parallel to the back and the back corner, excuse me, of your mat, and then bring your hands out front to back. Very nice. Look over your front middle finger, and then maybe make sure that your hands are not like in different planes here. This is going to be another video. So have your hands, or rather your arms, in one straight line. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. With your next inhale, drop your left hand, straighten the right leg, flip the right palm and bring it up and back. Peaceful warrior. Very nice. Exhale. Come back into warrior two. Inhale. Peaceful warrior. Straighten your leg. Bring your right arm, up and back. And exhale, warrior two. One last time. Inhale. Make it a good one. Bring your right hand up and back, back, back. And exhale, warrior two. Very nice. Drop your left hand, your back hand down and bring it forward while you pivot on your back foot until you're in a high lunge on this side. Very nice. And then again, shift your weight forward on your right foot and drag your left foot to the front. Bring your hands up above your head, the knee is up in a one-legged Tadasana. Inhale here and exhale, bring everything down. Very nice. Walk back, sorry, my mat just got a little bit cranky here. Walk back to the middle of your mat and then turn around so you can face me again, because we're going to end this session with the, well, maybe not the ultimate balance pose, but one of my favorites, which is tree, Vriksasana. So for this one, We're going to bring our feet close together again. Bring the hands on the hips. Maybe straighten your top real quick if you have to. And then shift your weight onto your left leg so you can lift up your right heel and then turn your right knee out to the right side, okay? Very nice. You can stand or rather work here in this tree variation. If you want to, you can bring your right foot up onto your calf and work here. Very nice. Or you can grab your right foot, bring it all the way up on your thigh. If you choose this version, that was my ankle, then press your right foot and your left leg, this one is active, press them into each other, okay? Your hands can be still on your hips. Don't travel back with your hip here, okay? Try to face me, try to stay straight. So you can have your hands on your hips if you want to. You can also bring them in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Or maybe you can get one hand up and maybe the other hand up. And maybe this is getting wobbly. That's fine. You're a tree. You have your roots and there's also wind. So maybe it's normal to, wobble a little bit in the wind of life. What a nice, what a nice thought to take into everyday life, right? Wherever you are, take one last inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands back down onto your hips. And now with control, wherever you are, bring your right knee forward, control it, and then bring it down. Very nice. Shake out your left leg. Shake out your right leg. Let go. Very good. We don't need to be tense. We just want to be strong, okay? And then once you've shaken everything out, bring your feet back together. We're going to go on the other side before we are done with this little video. So shift your weight on your right foot this time. Get your left heel off of the ground and then turn your left knee, not your heel, your left knee out to the side. And you can start working here in this tree pose. Actually, what I forgot to say, if you need to grab some furniture or maybe a wall to help your balance, that's fine, okay? You don't have to worry about stuff like that. It's completely okay. And also some days feel different than other days. So maybe today you feel better, grabbing a wall to feel more balanced. And maybe you repeat this video tomorrow and you're all good and you can just do the craziest things. Because our bodies are just not the same and every day is not the same, right? Fluctuation. Okay. So hands are still on your hips. You're like, Tasha, keep going. Okay. You can bring your left foot a little bit further up onto your calf if you want to. Or you can grab your left foot and then bring it all the way up on your thigh. If you do this version, again, press your foot and your thigh actively into each other. Okay, this is going to help you with your stability and with your balance. You can have your hands here on your hips. Try to have your hips facing forward. If your left hip is going just the slightest bit back here, that's fine. Don't you worry about it, okay? It's just the intention of being straight towards me. You are not a stick figure, okay? So your body is going to move. Whatever, you can have your hands on your hips. I'm talking a little bit too much today. Or you can bring them in Anjali Mudra in prayer pose in front of your heart. Or maybe bring one hand up and then the other hand up to give your tree a crown here. Maybe you swing a little bit in the wind, maybe purposefully, maybe involuntarily. Just go with the flow, my friend. It's all good. It's fine. That's just what we're here for. And if you fall, you just come back. It's a home practice, right? You just have fun. So wherever you are, take one last breath in. And then inhale, bring your hands back down on your hips. And again, try to control it. So slowly, 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 bring your left knee to the front. And this is going to take time to find control. Probably it took me quite some time. And then slowly bring the left foot back down. Nice. Shake it out. Shake your right foot out. Shake your left foot out. Maybe shake your arms out as well. Let go of any tension. You're done. That's amazing. You've done absolutely amazing. This was, even though this was a beginner or beginner friendly video, this is still challenging because balance poses are challenging. So yeah, hopefully you have shaken everything out by now. And then I want you to come back into our first pose, into Tadasana, into our mountain pose. Bring your feet together once more for one last balance challenge in this video. And then I want you to bring your hands in Anjali Mudra, so in prayer pose, in front of your heart. Again, think about standing proud and open. So maybe you want to roll your shoulders back here. Maybe you want to bring your chin a little bit further up. I mean, not like this, but like, you know, just a little bit, just a hint. Very nice. And then again, lower your gaze down or close your eyes here. And we're going to take a few moments of silence. And I want you to remember that it can be hard to find balance in everyday life. Not every day is the same. We fluctuate, and it is normal, completely normal, that sometimes it's a bit harder to find balance. And then I hope that you remember that it's okay to grab a wall to help you feeling balanced. All right. Slowly drop your chin down to your chest for a little reverence bow, and then with your next inhale, bring your thumbs up to your third eye. Thank you for trusting me and for trusting this video. I admire your strength and I admire your courage. I will see you hopefully very soon again here on this channel and on the mat. Bye.